a founder, a business owner, an entrepreneur, an industry leader, or even a policy maker in the government sector?
At SMFest Oka 2025, we are hosting the Founders Mixer. This is the largest gathering of leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, shaping the narrative and breaking the status quo in Nigeria and in fact the Southeast.
We are not coming to bombard you with information, data, and all of that. We are creating a platform where you can meet with connectors, business leaders, innovators, and people you can network with and even close deal on that day.
This history-making event is happening live at Radisson Onyx Hotel on the 4th of July 2025 by 12 p.m. West African time.
Guess what? Tell me, with as little as 30k, you can get access into this room.
This gives you access to both the ring, the entire booth-based services, opportunity to network, share your ideas, and probably make your next partnership.
Your next level may be locked into this room.
For any and all inquiries, call the number on your screen.
We look forward to seeing you there. Business owner, an entrepreneur, an industry leader, or even a policy maker in the government sector.
At SMFest Oka 2025, we are hosting the Founders Mixer. This is the largest gathering of leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, shaping the narrative and breaking the status quo in Nigeria and in fact the Southeast.
We are not coming to bombard you with information, data, and all of that. We are creating a platform where you can meet with connectors, business leaders, innovators, and people you can network with and even close deal on that day.
This history-making event is happening live at Radisson Onyx Hotel on the 4th of July 2025 by 12 p.m. West African time.
Guess what? Tell me, with as little as 30k, you can get access into this room.
This gives you access to both the ring, the entire booth-based services, opportunity to network, share your ideas, and probably make your next partnership.
Your next level may be locked into this room.
For any and all inquiries, call the number on your screen.
We look forward to seeing you there. Are you a founder, a business owner, an entrepreneur, an industry leader, or even a policy maker in the government sector?
At SMFest Oka 2025, we are hosting the Founders Mixer. This is the largest gathering of leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, shaping the narrative and breaking the status quo in Nigeria and in fact the Southeast.
We are not coming to bombard you with information, data, and all of that. We are creating a platform where you can meet with connectors, business leaders, innovators, and people you can network with and even close deal on that day.
This history-making event is happening live at Radisson Onyx Hotel on the 4th of July 2025 by 12 p.m. West African time.
Guess what? Tell me, with as little as 30k, you can get access into this room.
This gives you access to both the ring, the entire booth-based services, opportunity to network, share your ideas, and probably make your next partnership.
Your next level may be locked into this room.
For any and all inquiries, call the number on your screen.
We look forward to seeing you there. Are you a founder, a business owner, an entrepreneur, an industry leader, or even a policy maker in the government sector?
At SMFest Oka 2025, we are hosting the Founders Mixer. This is the largest gathering of leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, shaping the narrative and breaking the status quo in Nigeria and in fact the Southeast.
We are not coming to bombard you with information, data, and all of that. We are creating a platform where you can meet with connectors, business leaders, innovators, and people you can network with and even close deal on that day.
This history-making event is happening live at Radisson Onyx Hotel on the 4th of July 2025 by 12 p.m. West African time.
Guess what? Tell me, with as little as 30k, you can get access into this room.
This gives you access to both the ring, the entire booth-based services, opportunity to network, share your ideas, and probably make your next partnership.
Your next level may be locked into this room.
For any and all inquiries, call the number on your screen.
We look forward to seeing you there.
All right, good evening, everybody. Good evening from wherever you are. I hope you had a splendid day. I hope your day went well. I hope the weather is also favorable for you. Welcome to the evening. The comment section is heated already. If you're seeing me and you can hear me loud and clear, let me get a fire emoji in the comment section. Let me get the fire. You just need to set that comment section on fire. Let me see your emoji blazing up. If you can hear me, if you can see me, let me see the sign in the comment section. Put that fire emoji and let me see your presence in the comment section. If you're just coming in, welcome to today's bootcamp class. Just go to that comment section and give me the fire. Give me the energy. Yes, the Fed Mark. I see you, Chisom, Cynthia. Welcome. Welcome, Dominic Michael. Yes, welcome, Dominic. Oh, Dikachi, welcome. Now you're in the comment section. Welcome, Dikachi. Sarah, Dominic, welcome to today's class, Sarah. I see you. Chinonso Daniel, welcome, Chinonso. Olivia Okeke, Cynthia Chisom, you're here again. Welcome, welcome, Cynthia. I can see the whole place is on fire, and I love it. I love the energy. I love the. Oh, Michael is here. Thank you very much. Janet F. Young, welcome. Cyberpreneur TV, you are welcome. Chisom, you're setting this whole place on fire because I see you multiple times. Ume Joma, welcome. Success, welcome. I appreciate you guys. Welcome to today's class. Thank you very much, Dominic. So today I'll be moderating today's session. It was an interesting session earlier today by 4 o'clock. We had Dikachi moderate the session in the evening, and then we had a delectable speaker, Zikora Chukuka, who talked about AI and a whole lot of things. If you missed that class, you missed a lot. But the interesting thing is you can still go back to watch that video on YouTube. So what do you do right now? If you're on YouTube, just go there, click the subscribe button and subscribe to our page, and you get premium content. This is what we offer at SMFest. So thank you very much for joining today's class. So I just need somebody in the comment section to just give me use one word to describe how your day went. Just in one word, tell me how your day went. Let me know if it was good for you, if it's going to be exciting this evening, and then what we'll be expecting. How did your day go? Let me know. So, but let me start from myself. Just in one word, I will tell you my day was awesome. It was awesome. From morning to when we had the session by 4 o'clock, the speaker, the moderator, the participant, I saw this. Oh, phenomenal. Somebody's telling me welcome. Amazing, splendid, a lot of great. Premium is the code. Thank you very much. I see that fire. Premium is the code. Oh, lit. Mary said it was lit, and I love this. Mary said it was lit. Awesome. Ijoma Ome. It was awesome, amazing, obviously. So I want to promise you something. We're going to end tonight with an interesting conversation. If your day was amazing, if it was lit, if it was splendid, if it was awesome, I'm promising you maximum enjoyment today. So I just need you to sit back and get the delivery from our speakers today. And I want this class to be as engaging as possible. Keep your questions as they come, and then we're going to talk about your questions when the time comes. Now, there's an interesting thing I want to let you know. We just have 13 days to SMFest 2025. Did you hear me? 13 days to SMFest 2025. I need to see that celebration emoji popping up in the comment section. Let me get that vibe. You're excited. SMFest is coming this year, and it's just 13 days away. Can you believe that? Just 13 days to a day full of excitement, fun, networking, connection, and a whole lot. Absolutely, you're going to love this. Now, I'm not capping. I'm not saying too much before it will be a case of what you ordered versus what you get. If you miss SMFest this year, you're going to miss a lot. If you're at SMFest this year, or if you will be at SMFest this year, I'm promising you nothing but the best. Our speakers are top notch. Our guest speakers are one of the best you can get this period. So it's a promise we're going to keep. But before SMFest Day, actually July 5th, we also have other events coming up up before then. Now, I just need you to sit down and listen to. We have our founders mixer coming up on July 4th. Now, let me ask you a question. What do you do when you put in a room with top executive, CEOs, and investors? How do you use that opportunity? Now, it's left to you. Our founders mixer is coming up on July 4th, 2025. Now, we have a whole lot of speakers, executives that will be present on that particular. Now, our list is from Cafe One. We have Daniel Shinagon also who joins. Ziko Abara, Ikena Okechukwu, Barrister Ife Dieze, Okoye Kelvin, Chiboyim. And guess what? If you missed the first class, we're also going to have a facilitator that was at the first class day, the person Decora Chukwu. Now, there's only one way you access to that founders mixer. To be at that, our access fee is just 30,000 naira. Is that too much? 30,000 for access to premium executive, 30,000 to access to CEOs and investors. Don't tell me that is too much. So if you want to be at the founders mixer, the access fee is 30,000 naira. Get to our social media platform and then find the ticket details and get your ticket. We're going to wrap up first with the event. The SMFest will be happening 5th of July at Hollywood Event Center. We have a whole lineup of speakers cut across the southeastern states. If you have any idea who these speakers are, I just need
Hello, hello, hello. If you can hear me, can you hear me? Oh, I'm super excited to be here. So sorry, the network kind of kicked Paul off. But if you can hear me, I need you to give me that fire emoji. And there was one thing that Paul was asking. He was asking, "Do you know any of our speakers?" Oh, welcome back, Paul. Good to have you back. Good to have you
Thank you very much.
back.
For 1 second, I forgot I'm actually in Nigeria. Sorry, I forgot I'm still in Nigeria and things like this are actually bound to happen. But welcome back anyway. It's good to have you back. I hope I don't get bounced back again by the network. So I was talking about speakers highlight for SMFest. Somebody said Peter will be. Oh my, let's hope Peter will be at the venue. But we have a whole lot. We're having our host governor, Professor Chukuma Soludo, who will be present with us. We're having the number 3 person in the state, the Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly, will be there. Now, we're also going to have entrepreneurs in this particular room. We're going to have B-Lord. I don't know if you know B-Lord, but if you don't know B-Lord, you need to be at the venue to see B-Lord. Also, we're going to have all the way from Enugu State, the one and only Okulora. The one and only Okulora. If you'll be excited to see Okulora at the venue, give me that fire emoji in the comment section. Okulora will be at SMFest 2025. Among other speakers, a whole lot. Let's not just go into all the details. It's juicy. But if you're excited, I want you to be at SMFest 2025 and you're going to see a whole lot of speakers aside the ones I mentioned. Thank you very much. If you're just coming in, welcome once again. We're going to have an exciting session, and I just want you to sit down, feel relaxed, and enjoy our session for today. So let me just put a cap on the ticket details for SMFest 2025. We have a regular ticket for 15,000 naira. We have an executive ticket for 30,000 naira. We have a super executive ticket for 50,000 naira. Then our premium and Odogu ticket is going for 100k. Do you want to get the Odogu vibes? You'll get it at SMFest 2025 for just 100,000 naira premium ticket. Now, for ticket details, you can head on to social media platform. You see our bank details, our account number for payment, and then a number for confirmation of details. Or you go and log on to www.smfestoka.org to get premium details. Thank you very much for staying up to this period. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for staying up to this period. So without wasting so much time, we're going to briefly introduce our speaker for today. So you had a male speaker earlier today, and we just want to spice it up for you this evening. We're bringing in somebody you would enjoy listening to. We're talking about a topic you would enjoy listening to. This is a digital age, this is social media age, and there's a lot for you to learn. Now, aside from oil, crude oil, and other petroleum products, do you know the next oil money in Nigeria? Do you know the next oil money in Nigeria? If you don't know, I will tell you that social media is the next oil money in Nigeria. And somebody is here to talk to you about it. If you're excited to have our next speaker, can I get a round of applause? We're excited to have our second speaker for today. Let me get a round of applause. Ifechuku, thank you very much. Joy, Amaka said social media, yes, that's the next oil money. Chisom Cynthia, social media, that's the next oil money. Oh, tech, oh my God. But social media is still part of tech, by the way. So yes, so Chima said yes, social media tech, very, very good. They are all in line. Chino Sudania, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much. So let's do the honors of having our next facilitator on this boot camp. Our next facilitator is the person of Ndife Esther. Ndife Esther is a digital transformation strategist, and she's an AI educator with strong track record of helping professionals unlock the power of artificial intelligence in their work. Now, she's currently serving with the Anambra State ICT agents, where she leads initiatives, journalists, civil servants, and civil society organizations on how to use AI tools like ChatGPT that we talked about earlier today, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot to boost productivity, enhance storytelling, and drive digital governance. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to love our speaker for tonight. I want you to pick a pen and a paper and take every note that will be said in today's class. Do not miss any. If you have any question, I need you to put that question down and ask that question once our speaker is done. So our speaker will be coming in right after now. I need you to hold on and listen to what she said. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome our speaker for today, Esther Ndife. Esther, are you here?
You need to know about content creation and copywriting.
Do we have you on the call, Esther?
But before we get started, I need to tell you about SMFest 25. They are the host of this bootcamp.
Welcome.
To learn so many amazing
Esther,
things.
can you hear
Very
me?
excited I am to let's get started. Hi guys, my name is Ndife Esther,
All right,
and
well,
today I'm going to be teaching you
all
everything
right,
you need to know
welcome.
about content creation and copywriting. But before we get started, I need to tell you about SMFest 25. They are the host of this bootcamp, and they are the ones that are bringing you and I together to learn so many amazing things. If you're excited, I am too. Let's get started. Okay, so what is the very first thing you need to know about great content? Great content speaks to emotion. People don't share stats, They share stories, struggles, and solutions. So it means that if you ever share something online, it's because it resonated with you in some type of way. You felt sad about it, you felt happy, you felt like you were struggling, and someone finally highlighted that struggle. If you want to be a great content creator, especially with AI, you have to have emotions and you have to know how to play around with emotions. Let's dive in. Okay, so what is digital marketing? The foundational thing you need to know about digital marketing, four things. It's using online tools to attract, engage, and convert. And then the center of it all is people. So you want to make sure that you attract people, you convert them, that's basically getting them to do what you want, and then you also make them engage. So they leave likes, comments, shares, that's engagement. Let me show you how you can do it. Very easy steps. The first thing, you need to think of your business like a restaurant. What is like, if you think about a restaurant, digital marketing is everything you do to get people into the door and to love the food. Social media is the way you show up on the sidewalks. It's basically standing outside telling people, hey, come into our restaurant, you're going to like the food. While digital marketing is everything you do to cook the food so it's nice, right? And then your strategy is the recipe plus the game plan. Basically, it's when you're feeding somebody, you're like, what do they like? How often do they come? What do they choose over others? That's basically what strategy is like. It's knowing people and then planning the meal around the people that you know. If you know your customer, if you know your target audience, it's easier to get them to do the things that you want. That's exactly how you should be thinking if you want to create good content. All right, so let's break down copywriting. What is copywriting essentially? First, content is your voice online. Copywriting is using words to move minds and cause action, and AI is your tool. So what does this mean? It's essentially using words to make people think and act and do the things that you want. That's what it means. How do you do it? 3 of the most powerful formulas you should know. Every content creator needs to know these formulas. Number 1, AIDA. It's attention, interest, desire, and action. What does it mean? Attention, something that's going to stop people from scrolling. In person, if you wanted to get someone's attention, you tap them on the shoulder or you'd say, wait, and they'd stop, right? But online, how do you stop people from scrolling? You say something that would get them to feel like you relate to them. Example, you're posting daily, but you're not getting engagement. That's something that's going to get anybody that's posting but not getting engagement to stop. And remember that you always have to post with somebody in mind. You don't just post for any random person. You have a target in mind and you say what they want to know or what they want to hear. The next thing, interest. Make them feel like they are either interesting or you are interested in solving their problem. You are not alone. Many content creators face the same problem. They're going to feel like, oh, this person gets me. Let me hear what they have to say. The next one, desire. Feed their desire. What are they actually looking for? Try to solve their problem. Here's one simple thing that changed my life. Here's one simple trick that can change your life. Here's one simple thing you can do to fix this problem. That's desire. And then the very last one, action. Get them to do something. Never stop someone and not tell them what to do. Get them to do something at the end of the day. Try this caption structure. Try this post. Save this post. Like, comment. That's something that will get them to do something. And the more action people take, the more they are likely to follow you or to follow and continue doing other things. So if you can get them to do one thing, you can get them to do more things, which is the idea. Now, let's move on to the next content structure that you need to know. This formula is very powerful. The next formula is PAS, P-A-S, problem, agitate, solution. As the name implies, the first one you start with a problem. Are you tired of writing caption but no one reads it? Then agitate it. It's like escalating the situation. You pour your soul into it, you pour your hard work into it, but no one rewards your efforts. Always make sure that you get people to feel something. If you're using PAS, you start with a problem and then you make them feel more of that problem. Now, the last one is solution. PAS is very simple, it's very straightforward. Start with a problem, make them feel more pain, and then give them the solution. It's that easy. A bit like manipulation, but trust me, it works. After telling them you pour your soul into it and no one responds, the last one, try this instead. It always works. The last formula, this one is my favorite, FAB. It's features, advantages, and benefits. It's basically when you tell somebody, these are the features, these are the advantages of using our products, and these are the benefits you're going to have. It's for anybody who has a business and you're sure that people already know what your product is. You're trying to market something that you know is useful. Always focus on the benefits. You don't have to try and get them to feel any problems. Just tell them, especially if you know this person is already interested. So let me walk you through it very simple. This AI tool generates 5 captions in 30 seconds. If you were to market your AI tool or you want to market your ChatGPT prompts, people sell ChatGPT prompts, right? If you wanted to market it, you'd say, oh, it generates 5 captions in 30 seconds. The fact that you put a number of captions, 5, in just 30 seconds, anybody that's thinking of saving time is going to follow you and want to say, oh, yeah, sure, sell it to me, I need it, right? Because it saves time. So that's a feature. Now, that's the advantage. So you post consistently. So now when you tell them that, oh, it's going to help you post consistently, that's an advantage. Anybody that is already fast but is not consistent with their posting is going to feel like, yeah, that's what I've always been looking for, because this gives them an edge. People always want to have an edge against everybody. Trust me, all hands are not equal and nobody wants to be equal. Everybody wants to get ahead. Then the last one, don't ever miss the last one. It's grow your page without burnout. Now, the benefit. What is the benefit? Anybody that's done more, if you work consistently 5 hours every single day on something, you know that it's something that at the end of the day, you might start to feel burnout. If you do it for a month, you start to feel tired. But what if you could promise somebody that you can do it forever without feeling tired? They're going to be interested, right? Benefits. Tell them the benefit of the product. That is what Fab does, and that's why it's my favorite, because it tells you every single thing you know to hook your clients and keep them coming back for more. Remember, the more you get them to do things, the more things they're going to continue to do, and that's the idea. Let's move on to the next part of the training. Identifying your target audience. How do you find your target audience? Let's imagine you are hosting a party. Would you rather 1,000 people who don't know you and don't like your food? Or would you rather 10 people who know you, love your food, and are going to talk about your food forever? 10 people, right? That's exactly what you want to do online. You don't want every single person to follow you. You don't want to go viral and attract lots of random people. You want to attract people that are going to give you money, especially if you're running social media for a business or you are the business yourself. You want to attract the right kind of customers, and that is why we call it targeting, because it's not you making shots in the dark. It's you finding somebody, zeroing in on that person, and getting that person to do what you want. That's targeting. Let's get into how you can do it. Okay. Step 1, define the persona. Who is this person? What is their life like? What do they want? What do they struggle with? Where do they hang out online? Imagine you are trying to find, let's say, a partner, right? You would have in your head the idea of who you want, what kind of person they are, what kind of habits they have, and where they're going to hang out. You're not going to find a librarian in a club. If you wanted to marry somebody who reads a lot, you're going to go to the library. Exactly. So if you wanted to hire somebody, you want to work with somebody who reads a lot, you're going to go to places where you're going to find people who read a lot. LinkedIn, that is a platform where they're going to hang out. So you need to understand your persona, you need to define it, and you need to think like these people. The moment you can think like them, it will become easier to target them because you know where to find them and you know how they act and react. Now let's get into other things. Building your persona. The very first thing you need to build a persona is a name. Give it a fake name. Who is this idea, like your ideal partner? What are they thinking? Like, what are they like? Give them a name. So let's call this person Leah. For a girl, it's Leah. What is the person's age? Now, people think that age is irrelevant, but age actually matters a lot, especially when you're a content creator, because you know that a person who is over 30 most likely has older friends who have children. So if they're relating to things, they're going to be relating to things that are wholesome. They're not relating to things that are just random. They are thinking of getting their lives together. They have businesses. They're realizing that I'm in my 30s. I need to start settling down. So when you frame content to a person who is in this age range, you frame it in a way that relates to stability. So that becomes a key thought pattern. This person is looking for stability. I need to make sure that whatever offers I'm making is always promising stability. So you find out, what is this person's age? Give them an age. Now, what is their job? Their job is also going to be relevant in the sense that when you start to think of why a person would do the things they do, their job is important. A nurse would most likely work night shifts. So if you're marketing like energy drink, they're going to want to buy it, right? Versus somebody who doesn't work night shift, works from home, is a content creator, and you're marketing energy drinks, they're like, I'm sleeping by 12, why do I need an energy drink? So you need to understand their job relevance. Like, you need to know who they are. If you're selling cars, are you selling cars to a person who is a triathlete? Are you selling cars to a person who rides their bicycle to work? You need to know who this person is and what they do, so you know how to frame the product to them. If you wanted to sell a car to a person who is a triathlete, you tell them that, you know what, this car is only exclusive to people who do the kind of things that you do, because the days you're not on your bicycle, you just want to relax. You want to be in the best kind of luxury. This is the car for you because it was made with your body in mind. That's how you sell to them, because they don't need a car. You need to make sure that they know it's exclusive. That's why you have to know what they do. The last three things you need to look at: the goal, that is, what exactly is your goal? Like, what is your goal? What's their goal? Your goal is to get them to convert or do something. What is their own goal? Maybe their goal is to build a business, right? A person in their 30s, they might most likely want to start a business. They're tired of working for someone. They want to have something of theirs. Or they know friends that are launching businesses, so they're inspired to it, right? Then their problem is that they don't have time to create content. So let's say Leah is a nurse who wants to start a business, but she doesn't have time to create content because, well, she's a nurse, she's on her feet 20 hours a day. How do you market yourself as a content creator to her? Tell her that you are on your feet 24 hours a day, or you're on your feet 20 hours a day. I'm on my bed 20 hours a day. I have the time to create the content for you. I can do that job. You go stand on your feet and I'm going to do content creation. I'm going to shadow you. Whatever you need, I'm going to be there for you. She understands the fact that I work a lot. I need somebody who understands I work a lot and is willing to work a lot for me. If you can tell her that I'm going to work a lot for you, she's going to hire you. So that's exactly how you market yourself as a content creator. But if you're also talking for a business, you have to know what your customer needs and talk to them in the way that they need. And then the last one is the platform. We've already covered this. Where do they hang out? You need to figure out what this person consumes. If you're a person who has like a very visual lifestyle, they're going to be on Instagram. If you're a person who has a very short attention span and wants you to get to the point, they are going to be on TikTok. If you're a person who likes wholesome, like, emotional content, they're going to be on Facebook. But if they're a top leader and a person who is like, I need things to be structured, I need it to be planned out, they're going to be on LinkedIn, right? And then finally, if they're a person who likes to debate stuff, they're going to be on Twitter. So you find out where your content, the main people that you're targeting are, find out that platform and then write it down. This is the platform that I'm going to prioritize when building my persona. And then the last one is that you want to match your content to your audience. We already covered this, right? But to get more specific, Instagram likes lifestyle, stories, and reels. LinkedIn, professional authority building. And then TikTok, short, entertaining, and emotional content. Now, let's look at planning and managing a content calendar. This is my favorite part in everything. Why do you need a content calendar? Number one, you need to stay consistent. Number two, to help you reduce stress. So you're not thinking, what am I going to create today, right? The third one, you need to mix up your content. Think about if you're always saying one thing where you know that person is always wrong clothes. Are you not tired of them? Exactly, you don't want people to be tired of you. And then the fourth one is that it helps you plan around launches and goals. So if you're a business or you're working with any business, you want to be able to be dynamic. You want to plan their launches, and if they have like maybe a business thing they are launching, you want to be able to like accurately specify how long it will take to build up the momentum on social media. So if you have a content calendar or a plan to help you to do that as well. So let's look into how to build one. So the very first thing you need to do in building a content calendar, you need to first one, pick a posting frequency. What is a posting frequency? It's basically the number of times you're going to post. So you can pick like 4 times a week, you can pick 5 times a week. If you're awesome, you can pick 7 times a week. But bet me when I say that if you start off with 7 times a week, you're going to burn out. Even if you have a content calendar and even if you're working with AI, always pick something small so that you can scale up. You can always do bigger, but you don't want to start off doing big and start doing smaller. So yeah, you want to start with something that you yourself can handle. The very next thing you want to do is assign a type to each day. So how that looks like in theory is that on Mondays, you wear corporate wear. On Tuesdays, you wear kind of casual, but corporate casual. On Wednesdays, you wear casual, you wear sporty look, right? On Thursdays, you wear Ankara. On Friday, you're just like, I am so out of the office. You are wearing your casual, almost street wear. That's the idea. So you pick a day and then you assign a thing to it. So every Monday, you're going to post a tip. It will now help you that every single, that you're going to post for, let's say 20 Mondays in total, right? You go and find out 20 different tips and you schedule all of that. The next thing you assign Wednesday is going to be a story. So you share a story. Let's say how I started my business. What is the worst thing someone ever did to me in business? What is the best thing someone ever did to me in business? You start to share those stories. And then on Friday, you do promotions. So this is our best-selling product. You need to get this. If you've not gotten your hand on this product, you're missing out. Or you do something like, this is our top ranking follower. This person engages on all our posts. If you want us to spotlight you like this, make sure that you're engaging. Things like that always keep you dynamic, but also makes people expect things of you. So like, that person that you can always call and they'd answer, right? You know that if you call them, they're going to answer, but you're not bored of the fact that they always answer. It's the same thing. You want to mix up your content, but you also want to make sure that you're reliable and consistent. Now, the next thing you want to do is batch write content using ChatGPT. So in the earlier classes with Zikora, you guys learned how to batch create content. You learned how to use ChatGPT, right? So I'm going to be teaching you how to batch create content in the next one, so you don't want to miss out on that one. And again, if you've not registered for SMFest, what are you doing? How can you learn all of this and miss out on the main event? Like, if you like this, SMFest, the event is much better. Don't miss it. Now, the next one after batch creating content, which I'm going to be teaching you, is you need to design your visuals. One of the tools you can use to design your visuals is Canva. Canva is free. It has a premium version, but the free one is just as awesome. You use Canva. Basically, you go onto Canva, you just type in, if it's tip, you type in business tips or story tips or stuff like that. Canva will bring out a free template. You change the words, and that's it. You download it and you're done. It's that simple. I know, it's just that people don't know about it. That's why they're not using it. So that's your advantage, people's ignorance. Last one is scheduling the post. Remember, we said we're going to create a lot of posts, right? You need to have a tool that will help you schedule. Two of my favorites, Meta. Meta is free, and then Buffer. Buffer has a free tool that you can add up to 3 social media channels. Once you add it to your Buffer, it's like you add your platforms and then you put your post. You click the day you want it to schedule for you, and it's just scheduled. It's so simple and so smooth. We're going to look into it more, but I just wanted to show you a sneak peek into the next class. Now, let's do some exercises. We've talked a lot. Let's now try out some things. Okay, so the first one I want you to do, pick 3 content types, right? So you can pick educational, you can pick a personal story, you can pick a promotion. Pick those 3 content types, paste it into ChatGPT. Zikora already taught you, so don't tell me you don't know, you know. Pick it and put it into ChatGPT, and then ask it, create a 3-day Instagram content plan for name your type of business. So if you did your persona well, if you built your persona, you should know the kind of business that you're building, right? And then your target audience, you already know your target audience, right? Because you did your persona. Ask ChatGPT, create the content plan for this type of business, targeting this specific customer. So if it's a customer or a person that earns over 50,000 naira monthly to buy your earrings, that's the kind of person you want. You know, they won't stress you, right? If the person that earns like 200K monthly, they're not going to stress you to just buy earrings. So target this specific audience and then include captions and image suggestions. Why are you asking to include captions? So that it will give you an idea of the kind of caption that you need. Because at the end of the day, after you post an image, you still need a caption for a platform like Instagram, right? You need a caption to go with it. So ChatGPT can suggest stuff. And then for image suggestions, if you're planning a shoot or you're a brand that deals with visuals, right? If you tell it, give me image suggestions, when it looks at that kind of stuff, it can tell you, oh, take an image of the earrings from the left angle, from, you know, the right side, or with the model holding their hands to the side or something, to give you ideas. And that would help you create even much better converting content. So that's it. I hope you do your assignment. Let me know down below if you love this class. If you love this class, the second one, you're going to love it so much, because we're going to be diving deep into how to do these things and do it excellently. Don't forget to follow SMFest. We are the ones organizing this, and it's because of SMFest that you and I were here to learn these amazing topics together. Let me know again if you loved it in the comments. Lots of emojis, lots of thumbs up. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that delivery. I know she was dishing it hot. I saw some of the reactions in the comment section, but you just had to wait for her to finish up before she can get to the question part. So Esther said a whole lot of things. Some of you said she was fast. Some of you did not say anything at all. But can I just get few tips? Just give me 1 or 2 things you got from what she said. If you got anything at all from what she said, can you just state it for us? I know she was too fast, but yes, I got some few things she said. And it all hovers around ChatGPT. I don't know why our classes today, it's all going to be on ChatGPT. It's all going to be on AI and a whole lot of things. She said something about content. I don't know how many of you heard that. Did you hear her say anything about content? Can I get suggestions of what she said during the class? Did anybody catch any point? She said something about content. She also said something about content plan. You don't just go in to write content. You need to have your plan for a particular period of time. Guess what? She also gave us examples using ChatGPT. How to put in your prompt and your instructions. Did you get any of this? The past formula banger. Thank God somebody got something. Know your audience. Yes, somebody got something. I thought I was the only one. Buyers personnel. Yes, she said that. 10 for starters. That's very good. Glad. I'm so glad a lot of people had something from this. Yes, thank you very much. So I hope you have your questions ready because Esther will be answering some of them. I don't know, Esther, if you're still going to come back live to answer some of these questions. There's a whole lot of people that want to ask you questions on this call, and I need you to answer my participants to every details. Don't worry, we're going to take your questions. Just drop them in the comment section as they come, and we'll take those questions. Now, don't forget, if you're on this particular live, don't forget to like and subscribe to the SMFest YouTube channels so you can get details of this class afterwards. Esther, welcome back. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you confirm?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, Esther, welcome back. That was an amazing session.
All
Thank
right,
you very
guys.
much for
Can you guys
that
hear me?
class. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, we can hear you. And
All right. So the
we have our
reason,
questions in
first
the
of all,
comment
I want to
section.
thank everybody. I noticed that my students are very smart. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
If you can hear her, can you make a comment in the session? If you can hear her,
Okay.
can you drop an
If you can hear
emoji in
me,
the
just let
comment
me know.
section? Very good. Yes. I think someone said yes. Success said yes.
All
All right, you can
right.
go ahead.
All right. So So I noticed that my students are very smart. One thing for sure, like the fact that you can catch up to my summary, like I condensed years worth of work into a very fast video, and I'm seeing so many smart people. So people are dropping comments. I'm like, how are you guys? You guys are amazing. Clap for yourself. You are so amazing. Like clap for yourselves. Awesome. Awesome. For real, for real. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to start with like giving you a brief background into who I am. I work with Anambra State government, right? So one thing many of you don't know is that I consult for Governor Soludo. A lot of the times when his team runs into problems on how to speak online, they come to me. And aside from that, I manage for the Anambra State ICT agency and the MD. So I do a lot of things around content creation. I'm not just a content creator, sorry, right? But I have lived experiences. So what I did with this video it's into this video for you guys. So the Nigeria is doing it in the comments so that I know that we're together. So what I did was I made sure to condense. You see, NEPA is doing their thing, but it's not going to stop us, right? Give me a moment. So, yes. So I made sure to condense every single thing into a video that you guys can watch later on YouTube and get the value of it. I wanted to make sure that there's no way I can teach you all the years worth of content that I know right now, but I made sure I condensed it in a way that you can both hear me and you can watch it and you can go back and see step by step how to build your brand. So that was the idea behind it. For everybody that was saying, oh, you are too fast, so sorry, you're going to love it so much later when you watch it over, because SMFest doesn't give you value that you can use just now. It's value that is going to continue forever and ever. So this stream is live on YouTube. When you're done, you can go back and look at it. Each and every single one of them, you're going to get it. So now let me start to answer your questions. So moderator, please, can you put back my slide on the screen? Just put my slide. I want to project my slide so I can answer everybody's questions. All right. Thank you so much. So let's start with the first question. Moderator, if you can help me with the questions of what they are asking, it will help me to, answer everybody perfectly. So I'll start with the people that I can see now. Thank you, everybody that's saying I can hear. Good job, everybody. So you didn't get PAS and FAB. So I'm going to explain it. We're going to go to that specific slide. But we all understood why content is important, right? We all understand why it's important to not just be a content creator, but to understand the psychology behind content creation and why it's important. If you understood it, see, NEPA is back. At this point, we are going to continue. Nothing is going to stop us We are going to learn what we're going to learn, and we're going to do amazing work, right? Okay, so very, very good. Very, very good. I see amazing people. You guys are responding. Very good. So we're going to start with the question on PAS, right? So the person that didn't get PAS, let me explain it to you. You know how when I was teaching now, you guys were like, oh, she's too fast, she's too fast, she's too fast. That's a problem, right? Now, if somebody comes to the comment section and starts saying, she's too fast, I don't like this, someone even did that, right? Someone was saying, I don't like this class, I prefer the first one, it's not engaging, it's not this, it's not that. That's agitation. At this point, you're making the problem even bigger than what it was emotionally, right? Because anybody that sees you say, she's too fast now, why didn't she think about you people? Why didn't she da 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 da? And then you now come to the end of the class and I tell you that the solution to the reason why I was fast is that I condensed all the information. So even after this, you can go and watch it and see how you can replicate your brand. I didn't just teach you something you learn here and forget. I gave you something that no matter how many years from now you watch it, you would find something valuable. That is PAS. So I used PAS on you guys. Congratulations, you guys have passed the test. You guys went through PAS and now you understand it better. The person that asked the question, do you understand what PAS is now? Exactly. So you start with a problem, you agitate the problem, you make it even much worse, and then you present the solution. So when the people get the solution, they are much more grateful for the solution. That is how PAS works. So if you're a social media manager or anybody that is creating any kind of content, you have to make people feel something. You guys feel like I'm too fast, slow down, give me. That's exactly it. You have to make people feel something. That is the idea. Your job is not just to create content, it is for you to make people feel something. So if people can feel, they're going to feel something towards you. You can control them. The moment you get someone's attention, then you can channel that attention towards what you want. That's what's called targeting. You target a person, get their attention, then channel it towards what you want. Finding the person, getting the attention, that's the beginning stage. Targeting that person and getting what that thing you want is called engagement. So your job as a content creation is not a content creator, Nigeria. Your job as a content creator is not just to create content. You target people and then you get them to do what you want. That is why we have CTAs. CTAs are called call to action. The action is what you want them to do. So when you call someone to action, you say like and follow. Like and follow is for, it's a what? Call to action. So if you understand, just put it in the comment section, I understand. So we'll move on to the next one. Now, the person that is asking, you didn't get PAS and then you didn't get FAB. So FAB is much more holistic. FAB doesn't really look at your emotions. It's much more looking for how to convert you for something that you already know. So for example, if you are already a content creator and you come online and you're seeing this, like you're seeing that, oh, SMFest has so many amazing fits, being SMFest, I need to do this, I need to do that. Those are the advantages of SMFest. You already know SMFest is amazing. That's why you're here, right? But when you start to hear all the amazing things that SMFest can do, that's advantage. Now, when you hear that if you join SMFest, you're going to be one of the top 1,000 people who have learned about AI and can use it to create your business. That's a benefit to being a part of SMFest. Remember that the very first thing is that you know that SMFest is good. Features of SMFest, you're going to see webinar, you're going to see bootcamp, you're going to see founders mixer, you're going to see all these amazing things, right? Those are the features. They are the parts of something. Now, the advantages of that thing are like the things that are good about it. Like, what is the advantage of being here? If you're here, you're going to learn amazing things. You're going to know things that other people don't know. You're going to be learning things that other people paid lots and lots of money for. If you come to me and you want to learn this thing, I'm charging you nothing less than 300K. I kid you not. Nothing less than 300. My time is worth nothing less than 300K, and it's going to be very condensed, because I don't want to teach a beginner on a normal day. I don't want to teach a beginner. It's very, very hard to teach beginners because there's a lot of gap you have to cover. So for me, I would much rather invest in somebody who has learned so that I can expand their horizon. But for you guys, SMFest said, no, you have to give our people the best. That is why I condensed it, and now I'm giving you people even expanded version. If I had spent all the time teaching you beginner things, you're going to like ChatGPT, open ChatGPT like this, you're not going to get the value you need, because at the end of the day, you're not doing social media to just do social media. You're doing it to get money. The end goal of your time is money. So if you are here and you are at SMFest, I need you to understand the sacrifice that went on behind the scene. SMFest is doing amazing. If you're not following on social media, that's actually a crime. At this point, it's a crime. Like it is a crime. So when you are here and you're learning all these things, you already know that SMFest is going to give you all these advantages. Now, the benefits to you is the thing that you're going to get every other person does not get. Do you understand that? So that is FAB. If you want to offer something to somebody and you're writing a social media copy or you're writing anything with content creation online, you have to keep the end goal in mind. What am I trying to achieve? That is the action, right? What am I trying to achieve? If I'm trying to get someone to give me money, I will tell them that first of all, what is the like features of this product I'm trying to give? The features of the products could be, let's say if I'm selling skincare now, features of these products could be, it comes with like applicator, you can use that and apply on your lips. It comes with extra brow waxer, you can use it for your brows. But then the advantages of this is that with this particular product, your eyebrows, they are going to be so nice and smooth. It's not going to be cakey. It's not going to be this. These are advantages. Now, what is the benefit of using it? After 3 months, your hair is going to be longer. Yes, after 3 months, your hair is going to be longer. So when you list all of these things, anybody who is having any challenge or anybody that is already interested in skincare is going to see them and say, wow, are you serious? It comes with applicator. My hair is going to be longer. Like, it's not going to be cakey. All these are amazing things. I beg. Share link. I want to buy. I want to buy. They're just like, you get. So the idea of content creation is not just to create content and go viral. It is to get money. The end goal is to get something. A lot of you see things online and you don't even understand that these things were crafted in a certain way for you to make you react a certain way. That is really content creation. So many people will tell you, oh, content creation. They'll tell you how to go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to print things for you. But how many of those things are converting? Let's be real. How many of those things are converting? How many posts did you see today and you said to yourself, it really stuck in my mind? But now you can remember the fact that, oh, this class was really fast, but now she's taking time to break down things because I made you feel something. So always keep in mind that when you're framing an offer, make people feel something. Make sure that they understand what it's about and that your call to action is very clear. What is that thing you want? Get what you want. Always, as a content creator, when you're when you're making like statements, you're making any kind of content online, make sure there is a call to action so that you can get what you want. So I hope you understood that. The person asked the question, I hope it was very well broken down for you. If you understood, good job. Yes, your call to action is money. Ask for that money. You deserve it. If you deserve it, they'll not give it to you. Ask for the money. So if you want to make sure, like, if you want to get money from somebody, say the things that will make them give you money. So next question. Who is the next question? Okay. So give me the next question. Advantage is not the same as the benefits. The advantage is what it's going to, okay. So look at this now. So I'm going to give you from this place. This tool helps you generate 5 captions. These are the features, right? It helps you generate 5 captions in 30 seconds. It's a feature so that you can post consistently. Now, that consistency is the advantage that you have. Advantage is something that sets you apart from every other person. Other people are posting, but are they posting consistently, right? Now, the benefits of it is that your page is going to grow without burnout. So if you've ever worked on content for a long time, if you've worked on content for a long time, you get to a point where you can't think again. Like if somebody tells you, write a post for me, you'll be asking the person, what is a post? Because you're burnt out, you're tired. So you want to make sure that you're telling the person what are some of the benefits versus advantages. If you still don't understand this, meet me after or drop it in the group chat. If you're in the group chat, that's a very good place to drop it. I would respond to you personally, okay? So we have to take other people's questions. What is the next question? Okay, so I'm seeing somebody here that is asking, what if the content one is creating is not for a business but a personal brand? How do we tailor ChatGPT to prompt it? So I've already taught you this, so I'm going to go back just for you. I think your name is Ume Ijoma, right? Ume Ijoma, I'm going to go back just because of you. So now your personal brand. If you are here, you've seen this. In the class, I thought about this, defining the persona. You can watch the video later. This persona becomes you. So if you are to create content for a brand, you define who this person is, the person, your ideal customer. But if your ideal customer is yourself, you fill in this person. Who are you? What is your age? What is your gender? What is your job? What do you want? What are your goals and your dreams? What do you struggle with? What is your pain points? And the people that are like you, where do they hang out? Like the person that you're creating this content for now, where are they going to hang out? Let me take, for example, my personal brand. You can Google me. That's how Yeah, you can Google me. So if you just type in Ndife Esther, what you're going to see is I'm the first person. If you check the images side, I dominate. My images are everywhere. And it's part of the things I'm going to teach you in the next one, like how to analytics and everything, what to do behind the scenes after you've created your content, right? So when you Google me, you're going to be seeing things about me that I posted by myself, but yet Google respects it. If I post something now, it's going to show up in Google in not less than 5 minutes. It's going to be on Google less than 5 minutes. That is because I built a personal brand. A personal brand is you representing yourself, talking to yourself and marketing yourself. You are the product. You are the product in the personal brand. So if you're building for a brand and you're like, oh, I don't want to, I'm not building for an external brand, I'm selling myself, I'm talking about my own things and my own goals. What you start from is, who am I? What is my age? What is my gender? What is my job? Because it will help you understand yourself and the people who are like you, or the people who are going to buy whatever product you're selling. And which is why it's important to have a CTA, call to action. What exactly is the pain point of your posting? Why are you building your personal brand? What do you want? For me, I'm building my personal brand because I want one, legacy, right? I want after now, I want people to be able to benefit from this. I want my children to be able to benefit. I want my name to open doors for people. So I'm building legacy. Another thing is money. Money is a very important part of what I'm doing. You can't waste my time. Legitimately, from the bottom of my heart, I love you as a human being, but you cannot waste my time. So money is important, and that is why I'm building. So whenever I'm doing it, if you look at my LinkedIn, I talk about investments a lot. I talk about AI. I talk about how we can structure things. I'm head of finance in certain places. So it's a very diverse range of things that I do. But the end goal of it is that when I'm marketing my brand, I am this person that does all these amazing things, but you know that you're not going to waste my time. So you're going to pay me for my time. If you want to sit me down and say, oh, teach my people this, you're going to pay me. If you want to get me to do something, you're going to pay me. So money is an important part of it. Legacy is an important part. That's why I'm focusing on my SEO. I'm putting myself on Google. I'm putting myself on places where people can see me, right? So you have to pick out why exactly you're building your personal brand and focus on that. Now, what yourself, what is your struggle? What do you struggle with? If what you struggle with is staying consistent, that becomes a thing that you can start posting about. So you start saying, I struggle with being consistent. Here are some things that I'm doing to stay consistent. I struggle with this. Here are some things that I'm doing. I struggle with this. Here are some things I'm doing. Then at some point, you change it and now say, if you struggle with this, when you've gotten better, if you struggle with this, here are some things I did that helped me. So now, because you have a personal brand, you become the product. People now start buying your time to say, can you teach me how you got out of this? I noticed you used to struggle with this, but you no longer struggle with this. Can you teach me? Can you teach me? That becomes your personal brand. So that is the idea of building a personal brand. You don't build a personal brand just to have a personal brand. You build it so that you can get benefits. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. That was very detailed. I hope it answers your question. Any other questions? Okay. So I'm going to take up the question of building a content calendar. So I see that question online. Guys, if you're on the live, you're on the reel, please just let me know. Just let me know just let me know you're here, you're listening, because it's helped me motivate me to give you more insights, because this is free information, right? So it's going to help motivate me. If you're here, please let me know, put your emojis, give me the reactions. I need to know that you guys are listening. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of people. All right, keep dropping your questions. I'm going to answer them. So the person that is asking about creating a content calendar, I'm going to give you the easiest version of how to create a content calendar, especially for a beginner, right? So if you're a beginner, I'll just assume you don't know anything about content making. So when you figured out what you want to talk about, content making, to simplify it, is when you say something. Imagine you're talking to somebody in person and the person is asking you, hi, please, can you tell me what direction to go to get to a coca? And you tell the person, okay, when you want to get to a coca, get to this junction, enter this bus, do this thing, do this thing. Now, if this person now told you, hi, can you tell me how to get to a coca and I will give you money? How you'd frame it as a content creator is, if you want to get to a coca, these are all the things that you do, step by step of it. So imagine that you're talking to somebody, but now it's no longer a physical person. It is an online person you're talking to. You have to understand there is context and there is content. The context is the background situation. These people are not in person. So this person is scrolling.
If you want to get their attention online, you have to do something to get their attention. You have to do something like put things in capital letters, use something that will make them feel something, use something that's going to get their attention. You say, how can somebody be talking like this? Misspell something on purpose. So they'll say, you have a typo. You did not spell this one correctly. Those are little, like you guys have gone through it. Many people don't even know. Someone will come online and say, this man, I hate this man so much. And everybody be like, but I love this man. What did he do? You stay and watch the video to the end. And when you get to the end, the person say, me hates him. No, I love him. That's why I made this video. For everybody that hates this man, the video will now loop. You now hear, this man, I hate this man. So these are things that people do to get your attention. Because if you were in person, they would walk up to you and tap you on the shoulder and say, hello, and then tell you what they want to do. You've had people walk up to you and say, please, I'm selling so and so. Can you buy my product? Or I'm doing this. Can you buy my product? Those kind of stuff. But in online, it's a much more different ball game, because if they don't want to talk to you, they'll just swipe. If they don't want to talk to you, they'll scroll. Highest, if they hate you, they'll block you. So you have to start doing things to get people's attention. Now, when you know all of these things, that is content creation. Now, how do you stay consistent in this thing you're doing? Because now it's not just you now creating all this content. There's now the algorithm that will pick up your content, right? And the algorithm favors people that are consistent. You know that person that every day you open TikTok, you know she's going to post or he's going to post. You know Very Dark Man is going to post. Highest, you find something I'm vexed about. If it's a singlet, you find something I'm vexed about, right? You know all these people are going to say something. And the reason you know all these things is going to happen is because you are always there. You're always watching them. So they are saying that you're watching them. They're going to create more content. But most of these people are not creating this content without a calendar. Most of them have an idea of the things that you already engage in. That's why there's analytics. When you go behind the scene, you start to see what people are liking. If you've ever done TikTok or you've created any kind of calendar, you know, or if you go to, like, you interact with people, you have a school, you go to classes, right? When you go to classes, you notice that there's a clothes that you're going to wear, and that clothes will get you a lot of compliments. People will just be like, you look so fine today. You look so fine today. You wait until next week and you wear that clothes. Every day you wear that clothes, you're expecting to get compliments, right? My background is a bit noisy, but you guys ignore that and focus on what you're learning. So when you know that you're going to do certain things and you're going to get certain reactions, you keep doing it. It's like girls. When girls like a guy and you know, she walks around him and he says, oh, you smell nice. What perfume are you wearing? That's the only perfume she start wearing. That is the only perfume she start wearing. If you're on this call and you do it, just comment. If you understand what I'm talking about, just comment, right? Because we understand as people how other people behave. So when you figure out how, like, you start posting content and you notice that, oh, when I post about this kind of thing, it gets a lot of traction. You now go back and now ask ChatGPT. Now you've learned about ChatGPT. I believe that you've learned about ChatGPT. When you're done, you go back to ChatGPT and you ask it, these are my top ranking contents. These are the contents that did well. Help me come up with a content calendar that would infuse more of this thing into my content. So once you start to put more of that, you're going to get much more engagement. Now that is social media managing. That thing that you're doing now while you're creating the calendar is around the things that are already getting you traction. But you won't know what's going to get you traction if you don't create content. So that's why you have to just start creating content in the beginning, creating just stuff. Create a lot of content to know what's going to work, what's not going to work, what are people going to like, what are they going to react to, what are they going to say, oh, this kind of, why would she post this kind of thing? No, this is not why I'm here. Someone can look at your content and say, no, this is not why I'm here. Someone else look at it and say, that's what I've been looking for. This is it. This person, follow immediately, right? So when you figure out what is working for you and your target audience, remember that we're not creating content anyhow. We targeted a certain people. That's why we did a persona. So this person that thinks like this now, what do they like to consume? And you're not going to be the one to guess for them. Initially, you do market research. That's why you're creating a target audience. But at the end of the day, you're going to figure out what works for this person by what they're telling you. So by the time you create a lot of content, I notice that every time I talk about money, 3 people like it more than every time I talk about, let's say, food. You know that your target audience, the people that follow you, they're not following you for food. They're following you for money. So now you go to ChatGPT and you say, these are my content that did well. Help me create a content calendar that matches this same kind of content and explores other ways to use this content topic. That is what you do. So once you're done with that, you now enter the step, how to build one. So you pick a posting frequency. How many times do you now want to post? If you want to be consistent, you have to have one frequency. right? That person that you know that is always going to come early to work, you know the time they're going to come to work. That one person that you know that once I call this person by this time, you can't reach them. I'm one. Let me raise my hand. You see anything before 9 a.m. If you're calling me, you're calling God. I'm not there. I really am not there. You're not going to reach me. And my phone might be on. But when I wake up, I want to do my Bible study. When I'm done with my Bible study, I want to have my bath. I want to do other things. Like I want to start my day very, very calm. Do you get? So I don't want everybody to be disturbing me. So I put a time frame and I'm consistent with it to the point where people have learned. If you want to reach her by this time, text her. Do you get that kind of stuff? And if she wants to respond, she's going to respond. But that is something I did, and that is content creation. But I was able to channel people's mind to know that this is her frequency. By 9 a.m., after 9 a.m., you can start to reach her. So that's a frequency. Pick the amount of times you want to post. Then assign a type to each day. If on Monday you notice that Mondays are usually for motivation, right? Once motivation, like you notice that, oh, your motivation posts do well and it's money that is doing well. Every Monday, post a tip about money. Every Monday, start telling people, if you're not managing your finances using this, you're in the wrong. This is how to manage your finance. This tip, I used to throw away my 15 hours because I thought I couldn't use it to buy anything until I started doing this. You start to do tips on Mondays. So it will help you stay consistent that any day you don't really know what to do, you go online and you Google tips for money and you just post that. That's it. Yes, you can use Meta AI instead of ChatGPT. You can use that. Now, on Wednesday, if you want to do stories, sit down and do story time. It will help you stay consistent. If you're posting every week, it's not every day you're going to have a story. If story is what's doing well for you on your page, it's not every day you're going to have a story unless you want to start lying. You don't want to be a liar because people can tell lies, right? So every Wednesday you assign it that, and you tell your audience, come back next week for another story time. Once you say something like come back next week for another story time, the next week you say come back next week for another story time. They start knowing that, oh, story time is once a week and it's always on Wednesdays. So if I want story time, I should come on Wednesdays. They start knowing you. Remember that the goal is not just to create content and go viral, it's to build followership. People should follow you. They should want to always look for your content. They want to search you out, find you by themselves. Do you get? So they want to basically get to know you and then start to follow you. That's why you have your comfort content creators. You have the people that you go to watch. Even if you don't see them on your For You page, you can look for them, right? And then let's say Fridays, what you do is promotion. You promote something. If you're doing a personal brand, like the person that asked me about personal brand, what you can do is, if on Fridays you want to promote something, start promoting businesses that you'd like to work with. Every personal brand has a person they'd like to work with. If you want to get sponsorships, let's say you're doing skincare, right? You're into the skincare industry and content creation for that. So every Friday, talk about a skincare brand that you really like. Promote that brand. They're not paying you yet, but promote it. When other brands see that you can promote brands and you're doing a good job, they'll start sending you their products. That is how you make your own money. Because sometimes you're always like, it's not always going to be cash. It can be other things like responsibility. It can be other things like visibility. It can be partnerships. It can be trips. It can be a lot of different things. So that's something that you do. Now, I've explained to you how to use ChatGPT to batch create your content, right? Batch creating content means creating multiple contents on the same day and scheduling them and posting them other days. So it's that time when you figure out that, oh, this is the content that is doing well, take it to ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT to do, like, create more types of this type of content for you, and then you start to post that. So that's ChatGPT. Like, that's what it means to batch create your content. So I'm going to stop now so that our moderator can take the stage. Let's just give our moderator time. If there's something they need to announce to us, now is the best time. Okay. So our moderator, we are waiting for you. We need to get back to our class. We're waiting for you, sir.
Thank you very much, Esther, for this a question and answer session. I was just sitting and I was wowed. If you enjoyed this question and answer, can you just type value? Can you just type value in the comment section? Can you type value in the comment section? Let me see value flying everywhere. If you got anything from this, let me see value flying everywhere. If you don't know who we have here, she already introduced herself. Esther said she writes for the governor. This is an executive facilitator. Give me value. Let me see value flying everywhere. Value. If you got something today, let me see value flying everywhere. Success, thank you very much. See Dom, thank you. Value, cherish, value. That was absolutely what we got from this section, this question and answer session. Value. Thank you very much, cherish. Thank you, Dimma. Thank you very much, Ijoma. It was total value. So I actually enjoyed the question and answer session. Thank you very much. And something I picked from it too, consistency. How many
Yes.
times do you post in a day? How many times do you post in a day? Are you the dormant one that just wake up in the morning, you post in the morning, and then the next time somebody sees your post is on Friday, 5 days after? Maybe they just go to your wall. They go to your wall and they start scrolling. Interestingly, there are some people that only post once in a year. In fact, some people are just observers on social media. If you go through their wall, is as empty as what you can think. Let me get your feedback. Let me get your feedback. How many times do you post in a day? Let's see the level of your consistency. Thank you very much, Precious. I saw your value text. But let me get, how many times do you post in a day? Let's test our consistency level. Let's really know how consistent we are. Somebody talk money off social media. I think that's the question I see flying on the screen. How do you make money? Are you even consistent at all? How many times do you post in a day? Can I get that reaction? So your level of consistency also determines how many times you talk. I think tomorrow we're going to talk about another interesting topic also about analytics, which is also going to be very important if you want to measure your level of growth in social media. So your consistency is also one of them you need to talk about. So Esther talked about branding. She talked about personnel. Yes, I think somebody asked that question also, and that was properly dealt with. So you need to show up there, brand yourself. Let us know you for something. 3 to 5 times at Depoju. That is good. 3 to 5 times in a day.
Yes.
That is very good.
That's
At least that's enough for
is
people
it
to
on
know you are.
Twitter? Because what platform are you
Yeah.
posting 3 to 5 times a day?
Adepoju, can you reply to that? What platform do you post 3 to 5 times? Who else is very consistent? How many times do you post in a day? Deborah said, I'm just talking about that. Some people only make posts on their birthday. They just come to reply to birthday messages and then they go.
Yes.
Adepoju, 3 to 5 times. I think we got that. What platform do you use? Is it Facebook? Is it X or Twitter? Is it TikTok? Who else is giving us a reply? Once in a day. Oh my God. Once in a day. Once in a day. All right. So I think we from this class we're also going to learn some of the challenges we're having as regards consistency. Also, somebody's just saying one. So we've learned from her, our facilitator, from this question and answer session, they need to be consistent once. So we have a whole lot of people just posting at a frequency that does not even engage people. So once does not do it at all. You need to be consistent. If you're doing it 3 times, let's have it 3 or more times every day. Every day should be the word. You don't just post once and then you vanish. Somebody only posts on a birthday, at him. So you just come on your birthday, answer wishes, and the next time we see you is next year. That's not good at all. So before we leave this call, also we still have enough time. We're still going to take more questions and answer. But I just want to remind you, SMFest is also on social media aside YouTube. We're also on Facebook as SMFest Oka. We're also on Instagram as SMFest Oka. We're on TikTok. You can find us on TikTok as SMFest Oka. You can find us also on LinkedIn with the same name. Feel free, get details on the ticket for SMFest Day and Founders Mixer. Get details on the bootcamp also. Uh, any information you need is always there. When you make your purchase for tickets, the numbers, the account details are on the platform. Do a follow up, call us whenever you need any assistance, and I'll be willing to help you. I see the frequency of posting is low from our participants. I hope we have a change after this class. Esther, thanks for bringing that to our notice. I
Yes.
hope we have a change after that. So,
Yes.
I think we're still going back to the question and answer,
Yes.
but I just need
Yes.
you've listened to what she said initially. Let me get somebody give us a feedback. Give us a rating if you think she had been so good. You enjoyed the question and answer session. In a
Guys,
scale
please
of
rate
1
me
to
well. No,
5.
this is on YouTube. Rate me well.
In a scale of 1 to 5. In a scale of 1 to 5, what rating would you give to our speaker, with 5 being the highest and 1 being the least? Let me repeat again. Let's rate our speaker in the scale of 1 to 5, with 5 highest and 1 being the least. How impressive do you think the session had been? Let me get your reaction. 5, oh my God, somebody's giving a 5-star rating. Success is giving a 5-star rating, Esther. All right, your posting on TikTok is 5 times. That's very good. That's very good. TikTok 3 times a week. I don't think that is good enough. You need to do more. Let's get a rating on our speaker today. 5-star success. Thank you. Obviously, she did very well. I'm getting 5-star from Chukwebuka. Awesome. 5-star from Chukwebuka. So our speaker actually did a whole lot, and the rating is available for us to see. So she had the 5-star for the question, the answer. Okay, Chika, 5-star, Cherish, 5-star. So we just got 5-star for her. 5/5. Awesome. That is very 5/5. Esther, you did a whole lot. I don't know if you're still here on this call, but the evidence is here. Evidence is here for you to see. So thank you very much for that question and answer session. We're going to take the
Yes,
last part.
I'm here.
We're going to take the
Oh,
last
I'm
part
loving
of
the
our
5
question and
for 5.
answer.
Okay. All
Like a
right.
lot of
So I'm
5-star,
going
a
to
lot of
sweet
5-star.
session. You guys spoil me. Someone said 4/5. What's the meaning? What are you using the 0.5 to do? What are you using it to fry egg? Give it to
He
me
wants
now.
1 for himself. All right, Esther, let's have the remaining questions.
Okay.
If you have any question, drop it in the comment section so she can attend to those
Okay, so I'll be
questions. We
taking
still have
just
time
few
on
more
this call.
questions. Please, few more questions, because I'd like to attend to it in detail to make sure that it's helpful for anybody who is participating. Moderator, please, can you put
All
up the
right, so let's
slide
have
so
your
that we
question.
can go to the exact one?
All right, we'll have the slide come up now.
Okay.
All right.
So the person that's saying you love AI more than this, sorry for you, because you're doing this with AI. If you love AI and you don't do anything with the AI, what is the AI then for? Right? If you want detailed AI courses, no worries. Just bring 300K, right? We'll go one-on-one and I will teach you. SMFest has given you value you won't get anywhere else. So if you say, I love this and AI, you're here selecting one. Please, the people that want to take 1 or 2, take more than 1 or 2. Pass is not the same. It's not the same as manipulation. So just give me your questions. Please, can you put question over it so it doesn't look like a random comment? Just put question and then put your question there. How can you find your niche? I'm seeing a question. How can an individual find your niche? So the very first thing is, what can you do every day of your life without getting tired? For me, one of the things I can do every day of my life without getting tired is teaching people. I love to share my information, what I know, right? So every single day of my life, I can teach. So that's a niche. Now, how am I going to do this? What are the tools I'm going to do? What am I going to talk about? It's the things that now interest me. So the things that interest me, AI, content creation, and money. So when you get into it, you're going to be seeing that a lot of my content will be finance, media, and tech, right? So that's my niche. So figure out, ask yourself. That's why you also have to know yourself. You have to do that persona. Sit down and ask yourself, who am I? What are the things that I like? Like, ask yourself those questions. When you find the answer to those questions, those are your niche. Now, how do you want to make money from the things that you like? If you start creating content from it, start creating content about what you're learning, start creating content about what you can do. If you're learning, the best stage to do when you're learning, the end goal of learning is to earn, right? When you're learning, start to share the things that you're learning. So by the time you're done learning and you're ready to earn, you can then start to show people that I've learned this thing and you have proof that I learned this thing because I'm always talking about it. So that's the kind of stuff that you can do, right? So if you're a person that is trying to find your niche, ask yourself, what can I do every single day without getting tired? What do I want to do and be happy in? That's how you make money and you stay happy while you're making money. Like me, I'm a very happy person. I am extremely happy. I love my job. So next person. Next person, next question. Please keep this thing at the head so I can see it. Yes, I'm recommending that you run A/B on testing. Always do A/B testing on your content to find out what resonates with your audience before creating the calendar. Make sure that you create a bunch of content like across different topics and sections. Just do random things, right? In the beginning, you're going to be more random, but as you build your content and you build your followership, you're going to start knowing what your audience like and you start doing more of that. Doesn't mean that you're going to do only that. You do more of that. Do you get? So you do the things that they love and engage with so that you get the viewership, you get the followership, you grow, but you also do new things to keep the door open in case if one day you want to go from tech into agriculture. So you're a tech person who people see that oftentimes you post about agriculture, how you're interested in it. It's not your main content, but you post about it sometimes. So the day you come out and say, I'm launching an agriculture business, right? People will be like, oh yeah, she has been talking about agriculture since. I understand why. Do you get? So it doesn't look like something that is just out of the blues. So always make sure you run A/B testing. In the beginning, post multiple kinds of content. When you're done posting those multiple kind of content, figure out which ones are working. Take it to ChatGPT and say, these are the content that work the most for me. Create a content calendar for me that includes this type of content, but leave room for other kinds of content that I'm interested in. That stuff. So that's how you plan your content calendar. But before you go ahead and do a content calendar for that, find your niche, find out the people that you're targeting, what are they interested in, and start talking about the things that they're interested in. But make sure that you have a CTA. Make sure that you have an action that you want them to actually get. At the end of the day, what do you want them to do? Like these people that you're finding, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to pay you for a service? Do you want them to follow you? Do you want them to do something? Always add it to every single post you make. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question, any other person's question. Okay. So who else? Let me see another question. Please, can you use your personal social media to advertise for your personal brand? Your personal social media is your brand. That is what it is. Unless you have another social media. So there are two things, right? You can have a ghost social media, and then you can now have your public social media. Public social media is your personal brand. That's the place where everybody's going to come online and they're going to see you and they see what you talk about, they see what you love and all of those things. But now your ghost social media is now the one that you put on private. No one sees it, no one knows it, no one knows about that. That's where you consume your content. But where you create your content and you do it publicly is on your personal social media, and that is your personal brand. So the social media is the tool for you to show your personal brand. Your personal brand is who you are. It's basically how you relate with everybody. I think we covered that in the beginning, what a brand is. So if you're asking this question, you need to understand what is a brand really at the end of the day, right? What is a personal brand? You need to know that your personal brand is like you. It's who you are. So I think we're going to cover this more. I've given you guys insights into this, right? We're going to do it in the next class. I'm going to teach you branding, very, very detailed. You guys know that in the beginning is going to, so make sure that you're aware. Next class we're going to be doing in this particular topic, I'm going to teach you how to create your personal brand, every single thing, who you should target, how to work with other influencers, collaboration, things like that. So just make sure that you don't want to grow in isolation, right? You want to grow with other people. So I'll teach you how to collaborate with people. I'll teach you how to reach out to influencers. I'll teach you everything you need to know about building your own personal brand, the things that includes your tone, your story, your voice, all of those things. But to tell you how valuable what I'm giving you is, you're already asking questions on how to build a personal brand, right? That's just from step one. It means that you're no longer a beginner, because this was beginner class. Now you're entering branding. So you graduated. You guys are doing amazing. I told you you are smart at the beginning. I told you. So the person that is asking, can one create faceless content, is going to be the next time. I'm going to teach you in the last class. So it's on the third day. I'm teaching you for 3 days straight. I'm teaching you Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So you don't want to miss it. 4 to 6 tomorrow and then 4 to 6 on Wednesday. I'm going to be teaching you how to create your own personal brand, analytics for your social media, and then I'm going to be teaching you content creation, faceless content creation. Okay? So I'm going to teach you monetizing. I like people that like money. I don't love money. I like money. Please, love of money is the root of all evil. I like making money. So I like that question. Am I going to answer it? No. Come to the class and find out. Okay, so what other question? Please, guys, what other question? I'm seeing someone that says you post once in a day. If it's on Twitter, it's a bad thing. If it's on other social media, you're doing amazing. But you're better than the person that doesn't post at all. Okay? So please drop your questions. Yes, please do not lie. Never lie, please. Online, just always be real, because one day your lie will catch up to you. And the last thing you want to do is to be shamed publicly. My goodness. The internet never forgets. If they know you as a liar once, they're going to know you as a liar forever. And they would say, oh, you lied that one time. So just make sure that you don't lie. Make sure that you never lie about anything. Thank you so much for all the compliments. I'm seeing them. Okay. I'm not seeing questions, guys. Can you drop your questions? So I see what is AIDE, right? So let's go back to that. AIDE is attention, interest. Where are you? Can you guys see my slide? Please, if you can see my slide, let me know that you can see my slide. Guys, I'm not seeing your comments. If you can see the slides, let me know that you can see the slides. Someone asked the question. I'm trying to show the person the powerful formulas for content writing. Like copywriting is content writing. It's basically writing copy that converts. And I've taught you guys what conversion is, right? It's getting somebody to do what you want them to do. That is convert. That's why they say a new convert in church is a person that now does what? Follows Christ. So that's what a convert is. Okay, that's very good. So now someone asked the question, what is AIDA? AIDA is attention, interest, desire, and action. It starts from attention. How are you going to get someone's attention? In the beginning, how are you going to get someone's attention? If you are in person, let's say you are in a class and it's crowded and you wanted to speak to your friend that is in front of the class, you have multiple options, right? One, you can stand up and go and tap her. Two, you can stand up and not tap her, go and stand in front of her. And then she'll ask you, this one is standing in front of me, what's up? Another one, you can go ahead and shout from the back of the class and say, call your friend's name very, very loud. But now you're not going to get only her attention, you're going to get every other person's attention. So you have to figure out what is the best way to get this person's attention without like ticking them off. Because there's the way you call somebody's name across a place. Person will not be like, why are you now shouting my name? So something that could have been a fun, hey, I saw you, I just wanted to call you, now become, why are you shouting my name in public? That kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you get the attention for the right way. So that is attention. Now, interest, what are they interested in? If you want people to be interested in you, you have to be interested in them first. If you want people to love you, you have to love people first. If you want people to give you things, you have to give people first. So what are they interested in? That is why you did your targeting. If you did your targeting right, you should know what they are interested in because of their pain. Anybody that is in pain is looking for comfort. So if you can offer comfort to anybody that is in pain with your content, your content should always revolve around what you're selling, right? If you can offer comfort to that person, you've converted that person. That person will buy whatever you're selling. So make sure that you understand who your target audience is. Then you know what their interest is because you can look at what is their pain point. What are the things that motivate them? Who are they? A person who is 30 years old is most likely thinking about stability in life. They want to get their own house. They want to get their own car. They want to get their own family, all those things. So if you're a person that is doing real estate, those are the best people you talk to. Don't go and talk to a year one person that is Gen Z that is just entering school and you say, do you want to buy land? They look at you like, are you okay? Like, why are you selling land to me? Do you get that kind of thing? Please, if you understand, like keep it down in the comment section. Probably had that person that would come up to you and tell you, hey, I'm selling land in this area. And you're looking at them like, my biggest thing I want to buy right now is a new handbag. What do you mean land? Like, I'd rather spend that money on hair. But 20 years from now, you're not going to spend that money on hair. You most likely be looking for that person to ask that person, how can I buy land? So the dynamic shifts when you understand age and you understand the personal interest of that person. So when you go in, you want to do your targeting, find out what those people are interested in. It will help you to tailor what you're making towards them and their interest. Now, desires, how can you appeal to their desire? Yeah, so how can you appeal to their desire, right? This person, like the thing that they like now, how can you appeal to them? So one of the ways that you can appeal to somebody's desire is to tell them the problem and tell them you have the solution. Here's the thing that changed my life. Because anybody who is looking to settle down is most likely looking for advice on how to make sure that that settlement lasts for a long time. Remember, they're looking for stability. If you come to a person that is not married and tell them this is how you keep your marriage, they're most likely going to listen to you. Versus you come to a person that is still like maybe trying to enter secondary school and tell them this is how you keep your marriage. They're looking at you like, my biggest problem right now is WAEC. Can we be real? Or you go to somebody that's married for 60 years and you tell them this is how to keep your marriage. They're like, marriage that are finished. Do you get that kind of thing? So you have to make sure you understand who these people are and how you talk to them. And it's from their interest, you know what their desire is. So you frame your solution as their desire. So if your solution is that, let's say you sell, let's use hair, for example, anybody who wants to go to any event and stand out, they want to go to any place and stand out and be well respected and get the attention of other people, right? Especially other women. You tell them that this hair, no one has this hair. This hair is unique. You're the only one that is going to have this hair. This hair, do you know how? No, now. This hair is for you. If you're looking for a hair that you don't have to straighten and you don't have to do anything to it before you go to work, you can wear it for 3 months. This is the hair you buy. Anybody that works and doesn't like to straighten hair is going to buy it. So that's why you have to understand what the pain of that person is. I go to work, for example, and if you're someone who has worked with Governor Soludo, you know that if he enters there, you're not entering again. Even like all the other people I work with, time is very, very relevant to them. So I don't want anything that is going to waste my time. Like if you tell me this is going to cut down your time by so and so, I will say, yes, please give it to me. Like, do you get? So you have to understand what are these people's pain. It will help you know their interest. And then when you understand their interest, you can frame it in the desire and then the action, CTA. Tell them what to do. Buy now, register now, click this link, do this, follow me, da 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 da. That is the action. So this is the the formula that you use. Each of these formulas, someone asked the question, which one is the best for copywriting? If you ask the question, I will ask you another question, which one is the best for you? What are you trying to achieve? If what you're trying to achieve is sell to a person who already knows the benefits, you're just trying to convince them that this is the one you should pick, go for fab. If what you're trying to do is get somebody's attention, you don't even know this person, they've never met you before, why should they listen to you? Go for either, right? And then, of course, pass. If you know that there's a problem online and you know that most people will have this problem and you're trying to sell your solution, go for pass. So understand that a person who is, if you're going for pass, understand that pass is something that goes with a lot of emotion. So you should be able to face the emotion. Pass is very emotional. You have to have a problem, then agitate the problem even more before you give the solution, right? It's much more different. So it's much more different than the other one. So I need you guys to understand it so that it's clear. The person that said, I was okay. So I'm having questions. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, I see your question has been answered. So the person that said my question has not been answered, what is your question? If your question has not been answered, what is your question? So the person saying A/B testing, what is A/B testing? A/B testing is A versus B, checking which one is better. So you post, let's say if it's a YouTube video, you post a YouTube video with one thumbnail, the first thumbnail and the second thumbnail, and see which one people click more. And when people click that one, you ask yourself, why did this one work? It's basically doing two of the same thing just to like figure out which one is going to do better. So if you look at A/B testing in content creation, it's creating multiple kinds of content, finding out which one works, now picking the things that work in that one, creating more of that type of content, finding out which one works, picking the best one from that one, creating more of it until you figure out what works best. That is what A/B testing is in simple terms. Faceless content, you're going to learn it in the next class. So come back to day 2, you're going to learn faceless content. Okay, so if there's no other question, it will bring us to the end of our class. I'm so sad to see you guys go, but we're going to meet tomorrow and I'm going to teach you even much more details, right? Someone said I was at 10K followers and I wasn't consistently posting. When I said posting daily, I said losing followers. Now I'm at 9.1K. The reason you're losing followers is because people who are following, they didn't know why they were following you. How you try to sell something to them. Just go to those people and try to sell something. You find out that they were not following for the right reasons. You don't have family. And one of the things you want to have online is community. So if you're building followers and they are not committed to you, the day you have a brand sponsorship and the brand says, oh, I want you to post to your followers, you post, you'll not get engagement on that thing because they don't know you, they don't like you. They're just following you because maybe one video they saw and that's it. They don't know who you are. Those are not the kind of people you want to follow. Remember what I taught you in the beginning. If you had a restaurant, you have to think of your business like a restaurant, right? If you are listening, you're able to see this part. Think of your business like a restaurant. It is all the things that you do to get people to like your food, to follow you for the right reasons. Do you get? So you'd rather like You don't want 100 strangers to follow you when they don't even like your food. You want the right people, even if it's 10 people that would like your food, follow you, come back every single time and keep giving you money. You want to make sure that you are as consistent as possible, that when you set up this means of income, it's going to keep coming because you know that you've done something right. That is why we A/B test, is to make sure that it is as perfect as possible. You want the right people to follow you. You don't want everyone to follow you. That's why you don't chase virality. You don't chase like going viral. You chase building followership. That's why it's called building, because you put them piece by piece. If you're posting now and you're losing followers, it's a very, very good thing. It means that people are now following you for the right reasons. The ones that stay back are the ones that if you sell to them, you come out any day and you say, this is who I am. They'll say, yes, that's who she is because we've been following her, or that's who he is because we've been following him, right? But if you're just doing any random person, oh, please follow me. Oh, this, nah. The day you try to sell to them is the day you find out that you don't have people. So I hope that helps you to deal with what you're seeing. It's a very, very good sign. It's a good sign that you're growing. Keep up with the consistency. At some point, the curve will invert itself. It will stop going down and start going up. You start attracting the right people. And Facebook will continue to push you because you're attracting the right people. So I'm seeing questions. What are the key techniques towards identifying targeted audience and platforms to reach them? The formula that you recommend for newbies for easy direction. These 3 formulas are for newbies. There are much more, like a lot more formulas. These 3 formulas are for newbies. I'll get you results quick and instant. Like if you know what you're doing and you do it well, that's how you know. How do you know your character's platform? You check out who they are. A person who reads a lot is not going to be on TikTok because they want to use their brain. They're going to go to LinkedIn. A person who likes to see fine things, they're not going to be on LinkedIn. They don't want to read long things. Go to Instagram. They want to see fine things. They want to see things that are unrealistic. So you figure out who these people are, and that is why you do market research. So go to ChatGPT. When you're done, go to ChatGPT, take the thing and go to ChatGPT and say, this is the kind of person I'm trying to reach. What platform do you think I can reach them? Use ChatGPT. These questions you're asking me, some of them you can ask ChatGPT. Whenever you're done and you want to reach somebody and say, oh, the person I'm trying to target has $50 million, right? How does a person who earns $50 million things? ChatGPT will start telling you, 1, they don't waste their time because their time is money. 2, they don't buy cheap things. They buy things that they're going to invest in. So if you're going to sell them something, it's going to be expensive stuff. So ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT should be like your best friend, the person that you can think with. Ask it these questions. What are the things that can help me as a newbie? So go to ChatGPT now. I believe that Zikora taught you guys how to use ChatGPT. Go in and say, I'm a newbie. These are the questions that I have. This is the kind of person I'm targeting. This is the kind of person I want to sell to, or this is the product I'm selling. Who do you think is the best customer for me? Build a brand persona for them. Now you know the term brand persona. Before you say, who can I sell to? ChatGPT will give you any random person. But now you know what a brand persona is. So when you say, ChatGPT, help me build a brand persona, it will know the exact term and it will build it excellently for you. Then you go from there. You don't just take it and run with it. You start doing A/B testing. You now tell it, what kind of content can I create so that this person finds my product attractive and buys from me? And when it tells you what to do those things. Whichever one works the best, take it back to ChatGPT and say, out of all the ones that I did, this is the one that works. Can you duplicate it and make more for me so that I can post? When it does those more, find out the ones that are working and the ones that are not working. Remove the ones that are not working. Find out first of all why they didn't work so you don't do it again. And then find ones that are working, why they worked. Do it again and again and again until you start making money. And when you start making money, find out the people at some point, do surveys, ask them, oh, why did you buy from me? When they tell you why they bought from you, go and do it to other people. They think that you did to them, do it to other people, they give you their money too. So that is it. That's how you can know your character's platform and how to get content. Someone is asking a question on repeating content. Okay, yes, we can't take all the questions tonight. So I'm going to take one last question, please, on repeating content. On LinkedIn, that would make you grow so well. Repeating content is amazing. That is the whole point. So if you find what is working, find a way in that you can do on reposting content. I'm still seeing the question on faceless content. Please, you're going to learn faceless content in the next class, so make sure you show up. Guys, so we're going to call this a night. It has been very interesting. I've taught you guys a lot. You can always go back to my slide presentation. I would share it to you guys as well in the group so that you can read slide by slide, and any question you have, you'd always find that the slide answers it, right? And you can also go back to this YouTube video and watch it to understand more. in case if I answered your question and you weren't listening or the network or whatever, you'd always find the answers there. Moderator, I don't think we have any much more content. Every other thing has been answered. The Fed, you like AI more, and you're asking how do you know the best platforms to focus on. I'm going to do this because it's you, right? So that you can like content creation too. How to know the best platform to focus on, the best platform that give you what you need the most. So if what you need is money, what platform have you noticed that is doing well for you? The person you're targeting, what platform? Where are they buying the most? So if they're buying from you on Facebook, what you should be doing is focusing on growing your Facebook, not how to go and start doing Instagram. Only when you are established in one single area do you expand. Expansion comes after establishment. You don't expand until you're established. Now we're entering finance and business, right? So, and that's one of the benefits of SMFest. You're giving you multifaceted learning, right? You've done AI, you've done content creation, now you're entering. So once you figure out what is working for you, that is when you expand. Never expand until you figure out what is working. Because what you're going to do is expand your problems. If you go into a new area and you don't already know what is working now, you'd expand your problems. So always make sure you figure out which one is working first. That is why you do A/B testing. Post across multiple platforms. Post those solutions. Post those content. Post across multiple platforms. And at the end of the day, figure out what has worked for you and duplicate it. Do you understand? Oh, sorry, we can't answer any question tonight. Where is the best platform to promote your business? We've answered that multiple times. Wherever is working for you. When you do your testing for your audience, that is the best place to know. So when you find out your target audience, you're going to know how they behave. So you know where to go and find them, which platform are they on. It's also in the slides, so you can go to the slides. And I listed it out there for you. Every single kind of niche, it's in the slide presentation. So go and watch the slides again. Go back to the YouTube. Make sure you like this video, guys. Like this video. It's going to help other people find this content, and to also help you to know that this class was really amazing. You can always find it because you can find it in your liked videos, and to recommend more videos like this for you. So if you like this video, like the video. Do you get? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Our moderator is here already. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. It was an awesome session. I hope I'll see you tomorrow. I have much more for you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night.
All right, let's get a love emoji or give our facilitator an emoji for today. If you know you loved today's session, if you know you were entertained, if you know you gained value, can we get an emoji in the comment section? Give us a love emoji. Give us your favorite emoji for our facilitator. Let's have your emojis coming. She stayed with us. She gave us value. She answered our questions to the fullest. And guess what? She's not even done. She's going to come back tomorrow to finish up what she started. But let's appreciate our facilitator for today. Give her an emoji to show her the love. Thank you very much, Doris. I see you. I see your emoji. Messi, I see you. Thank you very much. Defied Mike, I see you very much. Please let's give our facilitator the emoji. She did very well. She got a rating of 5/5 today. She did so well. This is her first appearance for the week. And as I said, she's coming back next week to give us more value. So thank you very much. If your questions were not answered today, please don't worry. She's going to come back tomorrow for the first session to answer those questions and still give us the remaining talks on other topics she had. So thank you very, very, very much. I see your emoji coming, the fire, the love. Thank you very much. Esther, you've done so well today, and this is the result. You've done so well today, and people still want to know more, and that's why they're asking you questions. By the way, I still have my own questions to ask her, but let me keep that for tomorrow. So please, if you're here, make sure you're available for tomorrow's session from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Esther would also be here to attend to your question and then to also take another topic for tomorrow. If you're here, you're going to listen to Esther talk tomorrow on online analytics and performance tracking. She's going to dive deep into that and break it down for us to understand. So I see a whole lot of people have a concern on social media, monetization, type of content to post. I hope she answered your question, but we're still going to have more to come tomorrow. So hold your question. Tomorrow, we're still going to talk about this briefly and then dive into online analytics and performance tracking by Esther and Ndife. Thank you very much. Now, before we go for today, I just want to remind you that aside the bootcamp holding currently, SMFest also has Founders Mixer coming up on the 4th of July, where you get to interact, connect with founders from different sectors all across the southeastern part of Nigeria, all in one room. Please do not miss that. If you're a founder, you're a CEO, you're a business person, you're an entrepreneur, this is for you. Do not miss the Founders Mixer for anything. Our access fee for Founder Mixer is 30,000, as I said earlier. Get to our social media platform, you see the details for payment and also confirmation. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel, our YouTube channel. Do not forget to follow us on LinkedIn. Do not forget to follow us on X or on Twitter, and also on Facebook as SMFest Oka, and you'll be glad you did so. If you're also here for the first class, there was also a challenge or assignment that was given. Do not forget to submit that assignment, and also use the hashtag on your social media platform so we can track your assignment. SMFest Oka 2025 is the hashtag to use. If you do your assignment on AI, as was said at the first session around 4 o'clock by Zikora, use the hashtag SMFest Oka and 2025 so we can track that information. Do well to check our social media platform for challenges and every other information you need.
All right, do not forget to like and follow all of our channels. Yes, I can see everyone has been on the call, and it's an amazing time tonight. It's been an amazing time tonight, and I believe that you must have all gotten value for your time. Remember what I said, that your time is your currency, and that is what you paid to be right in here. So make and maximize everything. Remember what I said at the beginning of the boot camp around 4 p.m. Give every flying minute something to keep in store. So we are going to be having another one by we're going to be having another boot camp, day 2 by 4 p.m. tomorrow. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. We had the information that aside from today, we are going to be going back to the proper schedule, of which the proper schedule has the content creation and social media by 4 p.m., while we have the AI and digital business development by 8 p.m. So if I were you, I would share the link to my friends and get them. Let us all grow together. Okay? Let us all grow together. Remember to do the assignment, and remember to follow us on all of our social media handles: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to it as you are here, and like this video, and ensure that you share this video with your audience, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your frenemies, share it with even people that you feel maybe this person is not going to make it in life. Share it to that person. You never can tell how much your kindness by sharing this can benefit a whole lot of persons. Okay, Angel, you may have to push this your question over to our next session, and we are going to Ndife Esther is definitely coming back tomorrow. So when she comes back, you can as well ask your questions and be very much ready to download, learn, and grow. Because at SM Fest, we connect, we innovate, and we grow. So we'll be wrapping up with that for tonight. Oh, thank you for coming back, Paul Dominic. I'm so sorry that the network kicked you out for a while. So we're just wrapping up for tonight.
Yeah.
And yes, if there's something else you would want to say, please.
All right, one more thing before we go. Remember, we're also providing mentorship for all our participants. So, if you're not on the WhatsApp group, if you're not on the WhatsApp community, do well to get on that community. So, our facilitators will also be available to attend to other questions you will need. So we're providing you mentorship even after this event. So this is the value we're giving. This is the value SMFest is giving to you free of charge. You're not paying anything. So you can always feel free. I think the link will be dropped later on in the Telegram group, so you can get to the WhatsApp community, and then feel free to interact. Also, if you've not filled the attendance for today, do not forget that. Remember, our attendance is also going to serve as a yardstick for giving you the certificate. You need to pass that particular percentage. If you're in class, you need to make sure you fill that attendance so you can merit the certificate. So do not forget to fill our attendance before leaving. So thank you very, very much. It has been a privilege being on this class with you. Thank you very much, Dikachi. Thank you very much for stepping in when network kicks me out. I really appreciate it. So we're going to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow's class is by 4 to 6 p.m. and the second class will still hold from 8 to 10 a.m. Thank you very much. I still remain your host, Paul Dominic, and let's do this again tomorrow, same time, same channel. Thank you very much, and do you have yourself a lovely night rest. Bye-bye.
Oka, we are here again, this time to disrupt and evolve. SMFest Oka 2025 is more than an event. It's the dawn of a new era, a convergence of minds ready to challenge the status quo, to innovate, and to lead change. This year, we are bringing unrivaled arrays of top-notch speakers like Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, Excel Aja, Okulora, B-Lord, Obina Okachukwu, Kelechi Muzuzu, Engineer Chidumere Ndubisi, Ms. Chinwe Okoli, Daniel Chinagozi, Uche Okoye, and the licensee, Ifani Ochije. You will get expert knowledge, simplified strategies, business insights, and innovative secrets that dominate. Event date, July 5th, 2025. Venue, Hollywood Event Center, Oka, Anambra State. Time, 8 a.m. Get your tickets through the link around this video. For more inquiries, contact